Stan Gibilisco here. Yesterday, I called in for a medication, non-prescription medication that I order every year and a half or so. I want to get an ample supply. It's a fairly common medication, but not commonly stocked in very many pharmacies. If you get that drift, it's not anything exotic, not any drug, not any habit-forming substance as such. But when I called it in, they couldn't find the file. They couldn't find the file that I'd ever ordered anything from them. And the reason that they used was that they had a new computer system. What a convenient excuse. Now, I was talking to the chief pharmacist there, and so I had to re-input all of my information into their new computer system by means of the new pharmacist. Presumably it's in their record now. And she said, call back Monday. That was Friday, yesterday. Call back Monday afternoon after 2, or Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Friday. I don't work Thursday. I'm not in any great rush. And it's a good thing, too, because it's always a hassle. It seems like there's always some problem with their computer system, but they're the only pharmacy in the area that seems to ever be willing to stock these things. They're rare. They're common, but they're rare. Okay, get that. Try to make sense out of that. Anyway, the excuse that she used was we've got a new computer system, and when you call in, ask for me specifically. And she gave her name. It was I'll give a false name. It was Joanna. That's a false name. Okay, that's not what her real name is. And I'm not going to tell you the pharmacy either, so as to save grace for the pharmacy, because it is a very good pharmacy overall, very commonly used and reliable. But the point is that the same thing has happened with my hospital and medical clinic. Last November, they got a new computer system. And would you believe that the problems that they're still having with their system, they always blame on their new computer system? It's November, December, January, February, March, 4 months later, and they can still try and use that excuse. I don't know whether it's a Windows 10 system or what the operating system is. It's probably a Windows 10 system because that's the most likely, the most common operating system in use today. Certainly not the Mac, or it couldn't be a Linux system, could it, or anything like that, or any other open source system. So the whole gist of it, and she said, if ask for me, because otherwise it'll take 3 of our pharmacists to deal with the conundrum of figuring out what the price of this item should be. 3 of them would have to wrestle with their new computer system, possibly for the better part of an hour, before they could come up with a price. Now, remember the good old days when you could just look stuff up in a notebook, spiral notebook with handwritten pharmacist notes on it? You just look it up alphabetically, and maybe it had those little plastic tabs, maybe a 3-ring binder or something like that. And within a minute or two, any of the pharmacists could find the information, and it wouldn't fade or disappear because they kept the same notebook year after year, just added pages to it as necessary, or notebooks. But now everything has to be put on a new computer system. The only thing I can say that really makes any sense to me at all, that I can make any humor out of this, I try to make light out of it because it is in a way rather entertaining. I allow plenty of time. It's just frustrating. I'll get what I need somehow or another, but it's always such a hassle. I have an announcement, therefore, to make to our fearless leader, Vladimir Putin, the commander-in-chief of Russia. used to be known as the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. China, Russia, and the United States, all three leaders, I've got news for you. You need not worry about sabotaging one another's computer systems. At least, Vladimir Putin, you need not worry that you'll have to have any problems sabotaging the computer systems of the United States, because you could not possibly make them any worse than they already are, courtesy of we, ourselves, and us. New computer system in a pig's patootie. Stan Gibilisco's signing off. Until I'm a little bit less worked up, if that ever occurs. So long.